Welcome, my name's Dr. Jason W. Morrison and I'm a theologist from New South Wales, Australia. Psychologists help people with themselves and other people, and theologists help people with themselves and God. Good morning viewers, Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia, and I've found this article which I think is worth a read. What to do if you find out you are married to a Jehovah's Witness. Now this is by Silvani Nucho. Silvani is a relationship coach for women and helps ex-Jehovah Witnesses who struggle after their exit of the cult. She has a blog, and I'm sure she has a channel, an ex-Jehovah Witness channel. So recently I've been receiving a lot of requests for help from Jehovah Witnesses' spouses. Most of them have married a Jehovah Witness while they were inactive or disfellowshipped, excommunicated. But for some reasons later on, their spouses decided to return to their religion. As a result, problems that didn't exist before in their marriage started to occur. Now this isn't uncommon. Religion can cause problems in marriage in all denominations. Now, if this is you, please read on, as I'm sure this article will help you understand better what is going on in the head of a Jehovah Witness wife or husband. Now, the Jehovah Witness member is not your regular churchgoer. The first thing you must understand is that there is a tremendous difference between someone going to church while belonging to some mainstream religion that doesn't impact the member's life, or very little, and someone belonging to a fundamentalist religion or sect. The religion of Jehovah Witness is not, by any means, a common religion. It is a fundamentalist religion, also known as a cult. If you didn't know, the Jehovah Witnesses are a cult. The Jehovah Witnesses who has left the religion or was disfellowshipped for having committed a sin according to the inside rules of the Watchtower may be out physically but in mentally. In our ex-Jehovah Witnesses jargon, we call it not being awake, meaning that the person is still very much affected by the doctrines that they are brainwashed with many years ago. When you meet your future spouse, he or she was physically out of the cult for a time, acting like a normal person, as it were, but the indoctrination that they were raised in, if they were born in the cult, while dormant, still exists. That's a very important point, isn't it? As long as a Jehovah Witness doesn't know about the true face of their leadership and all the lies and half-truths that they have been fed with since day one, they still believe that this is the only true religion, the truth, as they call it. And if they ever come back to religion, it would be this one. Of course, they never told you any of that because they knew that you wouldn't understand. And since they themselves were out, they let loose quite a bit, so you never knew what was coming. A Jehovah Witness who is not awake still believes in the doctrines of their religion as truth. Therefore, there is always the potential danger of getting back to it. A common reason for this is Jehovah Witnesses' shunning practice, which is meant to do just that, enticing members who have left to come back in order to see and have a normal relationship with their loved ones, since such loved ones have completely cut them off the day they decided to leave their religion. So there you are. Come the day when your spouse decided to rekindle their love for their old religion, they started attending meetings, services in Jehovah Witness religion jargon, on a regular basis again, and being more and more involved with the routines of the cult. Then, slowly but surely, you start noticing some changes in them. They are no longer keen on doing things that were no problems before. If you have children, they may start taking them to the meetings and try to inculcate some Watchtower doctrines in their little heads. In some cases, after a while, your own children will start choosing the side of their Jehovah's Witness parent and tell you that you are in a false religion and in danger of dying soon at Armageddon if you do not become a Jehovah's Witness. Of course, none of that makes sense to you, and you begin to freak out and start doing some research about the Jehovah's Witnesses. That's how you landed on one of my articles or videos among many others and learned the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses. You thought you were going somewhere for a moment. So, for a moment you feel relieved and you're thinking, all I have to do is show what I found out to my spouse and they will see what's going on and want to get the heck out of this so-called religion in a heartbeat. But that's without taking into account the difference between attending a regular church and belonging to a fundamentalist cult. You quickly realize that no matter what you're telling or showing your spouse about their religion, it has no effect on them. Pretty soon you start hearing the word apostate, and you're not sure what it means. The more you're trying to show them the facts about their religion, the more they get angry at you and close themselves off or withdraw from you. The first thing you need to do if you find yourself in such a situation is to get into the head of the Jehovah's Witnesses. And while you may still feel puzzled, you'll have a better understanding of the reaction of your spouse. You need to know that the indoctrination of the typical individual member of the cult is extremely strong. The Watchtower leaders are experts at creating a locked cycle of indoctrination that makes the person fully closed-minded and impossible to get to. For Jehovah's Witnesses, anything that doesn't come from the Watchtower comes from Satan. Even the Bible explained by non-Jehovah's Witness will have a satanic connotation for the Jehovah's Witness. And whatever comes from ex-Jehovah's Witnesses is labelled apostate material. The word apostate for a Jehovah's Witness evokes tremendous fear and repulsion. They will refuse to believe or even hear whatever you have to say that they have labelled apostate. The best way to help Jehovah's Witnesses wake up, because of the closed cycle indoctrination machine the Jehovah's Witnesses individual is in, it is impossible to get through them unless they have decided themselves to open their mind and heart to ideas outside of what they have been fed by their leaders. With this in mind, the best way to get through to an indoctrinated Jehovah's Witness is by means of asking questions. If you want to have a chance of getting into the head of your Jehovah's Witness spouse by putting them in front of the true facts about the Watchtower, use questions because it's the least threatening way to approach the situation. For example, if you found out information about the thousands of pedophile cases that were never reported to police by the Watchtower, and that many of those pedophiles are still attending meetings at the Kingdom Halls of the Jehovah's Witnesses in total freedom, you could ask your spouse, how is that your religion allows pedophiles to be in the congregation with the kids without any of the members knowing about that? At that point, your spouse is going to say that it's a lie and such a thing would never happen. To which you could then say, well, would you allow me to show you the proofs of that? At first, they will most likely say no, because remember that in the head of the Jehovah's Witness, no matter what you are going to show them, it has to come from Satan's world. So don't be surprised if they refuse to see any proof of anything, but at least you would have planted a seed in their brain that may eventually grow at some point. Then you should wait a few days and ask them yet another question about another subject you found out to try planting yet another seed. In any case, don't force this issue beyond that. The more forcefully you will be, the more resistance you will get in return. Ask your question and let it be. While this is the best way to get into the psyche of a Jehovah's Witness, they will see the truth only when they are ready to do so themselves. The sad truth is that while more and more Jehovah's Witnesses do wake up because the Watchtower has a harder time nowadays to keep their lies hidden due to the unprecedented activism against the cult, some will never wake up. However, on a positive final note, it's well worth it to try your best to help your spouse to see what's been hidden from them their whole life. With love and patience, and by asking the right question at the right time, you might be able to help them awake and leave this harmful cult forever, so you can resume a normal life with the person you love. Sylvie Ann is a relationship coach for women and helps ex-Jehovah Witnesses who struggle after their existence of the cult. Well, this is Dr. Jason W. Morrison. I just wanted to share that with you. Bye for now. Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like. Maybe even comment. If you watch it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.